That'll work. Okay, I'm getting cold now that the AC is on. But, welcome to my day 5 anyway. It's been out longer than 5 days, but, I've been up to stuff. I have, MetroCon in Tampa Bay next weekend, so super excited about that. Just finished or completed my Junker Diva cosplay that I've been working on. I made most of the costume last year, and this, I didn't have the patch on the back or the shirt. I didn't have an appropriate headset or appropriate goggles. I just had a makeshift pair of goggles that I couldn't really even wear on my eyes. I had to wear it on my forehead. Last year I cut and dyed my hair and decided that I didn't want to do that this year, so I got a wig, and that came in as well. So the very last thing that I need to do, or really my husband will be doing for me, because he's better at it than I am, is going to be, this is really loud, is going to be aging my headset, because I got a gold headset because I couldn't find a brown one, so he's going to take some black acrylic paint and kind of make it look like it's messed up, kind of damaged or covered in grease and stuff. So that's going to be exciting. I can't wait till that happens. He said he'll do that on Tuesday. Yay! And it's a 4-day con, so Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I will be there as Junker Diva, and I am so excited. I did a test today with everything except, of course, the dirtied up headset. I have the headset on, but it's not completely finished. So I have a test run posted on my Facebook, facebook.com/DethKakeTV, and you can see it there, and I think I look pretty good. But that's for you to decide, and I don't want to hear your negative comments. Negativity in the cosplay world is not good. You need to be positive and happy, and I mean, if you have criticism, make it constructive, don't make it just like you're a horrible person. Okay, so I'm going to try and do 3 dates today. Like we did last time. Between each date, I'm going to try and, well, make it seem like a new episode, so that when I post it on YouTube, I can post it as 3 videos instead of 1, so that they're not so long. Because the first, I think it was 3 days, were over an hour and a half. I think one of them was 2.5 hours. So, and I know people aren't gonna sit there and watch that. They will probably barely even sit and watch the half-hour ones, or the ones that are under an hour. So, that is enough of me ranting. Let's go ahead and get this done. So, we went on a date with Damien and finished up the last time with a date with Hugo. And what we're trying to do,
welcome. You've got dads,
is date every single one of the dads twice. And then I'm going to pick whichever dad I did the best with, to actually do the 3rd date, because they said, oh, 3 dates, that's pretty serious, or it's getting serious. So what I'm actually gonna do is try and remind myself what grades I got so that I can come back. So I think I got an A and a B with Craig. Matt with 1 T. I got a C, which was kind of sad. Right, I've only dated him once. Yeah. Brian. What did I get with Brian? I have to go back to my video. Robert. I believe I got an A and an S. Damien. I think I got an S. Hugo. I think I got an A. And Joseph. I haven't dated yet. I think that's the way it went. I'll check after we date Joseph and go on a break. So, every single dad has been dated once except for Joseph. As I said, no matter how good I do with Joseph, I probably won't go with him solely based on the fact that he has a wife and 4 kids, and I don't want to be a homewrecker. Brian, again, if he turns out to be the top, which I don't think he is going to be, but if he turns out to be the top, then I probably won't finalize my dating with him either. Well, by doing the 3rd date either, because he's a one-upper and it gets under my skin a little bit. So, not that he's not a nice guy, he is, whatever, but he's a one-upper and it drives me insane. Even the date that we went on drove me insane. Even my character was driven insane. I mean, we're supposed to go fishing next time or whatever. So Joseph Christensen and all of his kids that are named Chris something, as annoying as it is. Anyway, let's go ahead and get moving. Run through the finish line. Dad tip number 41. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Dad tip whatever. His family is a little weird, but Joseph seems cool. I should take him up on his offer to hang out. Wait, how do I hang out with a priest? I don't go to church. Should I be Jesus-y? Imagine Joseph's family staring at me as I fumble through some sort of prayer attempt. Maybe not too Jesus-y, a light smattering of Jesus? Will he want me to pray? Is he going to pray at me? Do I have to pray at him? Talking to Joseph, huh? Oh, Amanda. Gah. Amanda, how many times have I told you not to sneak up on me like that? I selectively ignore every time you do, Pops. Ignore it every time you do, Pops. Amanda looks over my shoulder at the screen. Joseph can't read your mind, you know. If you want to talk, just message him. But I've never been friends with a priest before. What do I talk about? My favorite Bible passage? Ice cream socials? Khakis? First of all, he's a youth minister with a tattoo, not a priest. There's a difference?
Aww.
You're overthinking it, Dad. Listen. Just put it like this. Hello, neighbor. Thanks again for the invite to the barbecue. I'd love to hang out soon if you're not too busy. Isn't that a little too business casual? Fine, fine. Give me the keyboard. I got this. Amanda focuses on the keys. Hi, Joseph. It was great meeting you and your family. I'm still new around here, so if you'd like, I'd love to hang out and get to know you. See you. The smiley is a nice touch. Almost immediately, I receive a response. What did he say? Hi, Dante. If you're not doing anything in a bit, the kids and I are baking treats for the church bake sale today, and we'd love to have you over. It'll be a blast, so let me know. Joseph. Huh? That wasn't bad. He uses a lot of exclamation points. Does he? I didn't notice. 1, 2, 3.
Mm?
I'm more concerned about him signing his name with a tilde. I'm willing to let it slide this time. I respond back. Sounds like fun. Done. It always cuts off the last letter. Great. Come on by the house soon as you're ready. We'll be here. Well, guess I'm doing this. Save a brownie for me. Promise you won't sneak up on me anymore. Okay, Amanda stares at me unblinkingly. I don't make promises I can't keep. Real to a fault, Pops.
Aww.
And Dad, please don't be weird about the religion thing. Me? Weird? Never. Here we go to be weird. I make the short walk over to Joseph's place. Don't be weird, Dante. But what if they hang up a bunch of crosses or collect those little porcelain babies? What if they're all praying? Do I pray before dinner, during dinner, over the porcelain babies? There's an anchor on their house. That's weird. The door begins to creak open, a shadowy figure obscured on the other side. Who's there? Dante? The door opens the rest of the way. It's Joseph's eldest. What's his name? Hey! Hey! I think Krish is the baby. I want to say Christian is one of the twins? Let's just go with Chris. Hi again, I'm Dante. I know what your name is. Oh yeah, we met at the barbecue. How's the, Please don't say it. Jesus. Really? He said it. Chris blinks slowly. Maybe he didn't hear that. You're weird. Is your dad? Before I finish, Chris walks into the adjacent room, leaving me in front of the open doorway. Home? This is a great first impression. For a moment, I wonder if I should go in, further subjecting Joseph's family to my winning attitude and artful charisma. Mercifully, Joseph, he peeks his head around the corner. I need to fix some of this dialogue. Dante, you made it! Joseph approaches me with his arms wide. I'm so glad you could come by. Are you ready to bake? I am not. I'm ready as I'll ever be. That's the kind of semi-confidence I like to see in a baking assistant. Come on in.
Oh.
Joseph leads me into the bright, spacious home full of nautical knickknacks. This isn't what I imagined at all. It's actually pretty charming.
Oh.
I believe you met Chris, who left you outside. Chris.
Oh.
Are you going to apologize? Oh, right. Sorry. I try to make eye contact with Chris, but he keeps looking away. He must be really shy. It's alright. Next time, just be a little more inviting to our guests, okay? Sure. Chris seems to relish the chance to escape the conversation and quickly vanishes into his room. Joseph turns to me apologetically. Don't take it personally. Chris likes to keep to himself. I mean, we didn't start off on the best foot in the world. Plus, being the eldest in a big family can't be easy. We try to cut him a little slack where we can. Ah, and here are the twins, Christian and Christy. Ha! I was right. The twin boy's name is Christian. Hello. Say hello to Dante. Hello, Father. Hello, Dante. Kids, come on, dial it back on the creepy twin shtick. Creepy twin shtick. Do I want to egg them on? I do think they're creepy. We should get baking. Maybe it's better if we don't shift the power dynamic of the creepy nightmare twins. Are you guys going to help us bake? We don't want to bake.
Oh.
Well, okay. What do you want to do? We have to perform surgery.
Yeah.
Guys, we've been over this. Please stop cutting open your toys. Christian and Christy run out of the room, giggling. After a second of relative silence, Joseph turns to me, grinning sheepishly. You never have more than one kid. You ever have more than one kid, Dante? Nope.
Good one.
You should try it. We both start to laugh, but are interrupted by a loud crash from the kitchen. What now? That doesn't sound good. Christy? No one responds. Joseph furrows his brow and motions to me to stay where I am. Wait here a minute. Joseph rushes to the kitchen. I remember this with Amanda. Half of fatherhood is trying to keep your kids from finding creative ways to kill themselves. And he's got 4. Talk about worry. I take a seat on the surprisingly pristine couch and twiddle my thumbs. Examine the bookshelf, examine the coffee table, examine the floor, head to the kitchen. Well, he told me to stay put. It's a pretty sturdy wooden bookshelf. It looks homemade. Did Joseph build this? There's a big stack of what looks like travel magazines. Hyenas of the Serengeti, the underwater mysteries of the Antarctic, and on and on. Seems like Joseph really loves a good adventure. Unless this is a Mary thing, who knows? Next to them is a couple of different Bibles. Looks like he's covering all the Bible bases. King James, New American Standard, the Bible for Teens. He is a cool youth minister after all. On a higher shelf, there are a bunch of old romance novels. Judging by the wine stains, these must be Mary's. The newest one looks like Hot Body Johnson, Sex Detective. The 8th installment in... Wait, this is a series? There's a couple of cool knickknacks on the coffee table in front of me. Hey, a cross. Hey, another cross. This one looks a little different. And a 3rd cross. Unified design, aesthetic. Smart choice. There's also a brass thing here. Looks like something a sailor would use to navigate with. I think it's called a sextant? Ha, sex. Examine the floor. Well, you have this many kids, and things are bound to end up on the floor, no matter how hard you try to keep it clean. I spot a terrifying cloth doll that appears to have had both arms pulled off several times. I'm guessing it's this one? It's been stitched back together a lot. The tag says CNC. Of course. I set it down and spot a houseplant. Hey, little guy. Keep being you, tiny houseplant. Oh, see the tiny houseplant. Oh, maybe it's this one. I spot one last thing on the floor next to the houseplant. It's a silver necklace. Wow, this looks expensive for something casually tossed on the floor. If there's a story here, it's none of my business. It's been a while. I guess I should go to the kitchen and see what's up.
Oh.
I walk into the kitchen and find Joseph holding Christy in one arm. She seems a lot calmer than she was a minute ago. I raise an eyebrow at Joseph. The twins are a lot more manageable when they're separated. Where's Christian?
Oh.
He ran off. Christy dips a spoon into the brownie batter and gives it a taste. Dad, it's too sweet.
Oh.
You're too sweet. No, I'm not. You're so sweet, me might have to water you down with spiders. No, not spiders. Joseph begins tickling Christy with his free hand. Between laughing and squirming, I don't know how he's got a hold of her, but the girl is locked in place. The man is a professional child wrangler. Christy fixes me with her best puppy dog eyes.
Hey?
Save me from the spiders! Spoon duel the Spider King or the Renegade option. We're gonna spoon duel him. I grab a wooden spoon and I point it in Joseph's direction. Unhand her, foul beast! Okay, Dante the Vigilant, let's see what you've got. You may have defeated me at Tarantula Ridge, but now I have the upper hand. Joseph gently puts Christy down behind him. Have you come to squash me, knight, or have you merely fallen into my web? I'm no fly, Spider King. Now, on guard! For a moment or so, Joseph and I mock duel with two dumbest looking spoons in the world. Eventually, I strike a killing blow in the invisible heart between his arms and his body, and Joseph recoils in horror.
Douglas!
Blast, I'm defeated. You could have You could never best me, Spider King, for I have the power of... I sneak a taste of brownie batter. The magic! Oh man, this was way too sweet.
Yeah.
Christy begins jumping up and down excitedly. My hero! Christy hugs my leg before making a surprisingly fast exit. Hey, wait, do you want to bake brownies with us? Christy hesitates and then shakes her head no again. Sparkle Pony.
Yeah.
Sparkle Pony. Joseph looks confused. You don't want to bake with Dad now? You want to play with Sparkle Pony? Yes. Okay, go. Before Joseph can finish his sentence, Christy is out of the door and down the hall. Ahead. Joseph sighs deeply as he stares into the chocolate batter. He tastes it again, face twisting. And that's still way too sweet. So what made that crash? Egg beaters on linoleum floor. It's my new techno single. Still haven't thought of a B-side. Now we're both looking into the batter. It's got a sticky sheen of sugar and chocolate candies throughout, and I have a feeling Christy had something to do with it. We need a fresh start. Oh, yeah, like I said, I'm not really a baker, but don't even sweat it. The bag came with instructions that have mysteriously vanished along with my daughter, so we'll probably be fine. Probably.
Wow.
Yeah, probably. He certainly looks confident. Alright, Dante, you've baked a cake from a box before. Once, how hard could it be?
Oh.
Now grab a spoon and get ready to rock. Mario Batali, save me. Joseph and I set to work cracking the eggs and mixing the things, and then pouring the things according to how we assume the back of the box would tell us to. Things go according to plan, and soon enough we have a solid batch of brownies. Phew. Wait. Joseph has a little dot of batter on his nose. Wow, Dante, way to use those dad skills. I bet you've baked a few box mixes in your time. His nose. Joseph?
Oh.
All we have to do is bring these to the bake sale, and voila, duty done. Uh-huh. Now help me find Christy. Keep your eyes out for a pony that sparkles. Joseph, hold still. What? Thumb in position, and got it. Joseph's eyes go wide, and I gently wipe the chocolate off his nose. Is he blushing? Oh, thanks. No problem. In less than a second, I've licked the batter off my fingers, and it's really good batter. We should find Christy. Yes, we should do that, Dante. Joseph quickly composes himself. Alright, she can't be far. You take the delta position, and I'll watch your 6. Do you even know what that means?
Yeah.
Alpha Tango Sparkle Roger Roger? Joseph starts making his way down the hall and calls back to me. Take the brownies and the rest of the stuff I baked earlier today while I get Christy. We'll meet you out by the car.
Hey.
Joseph, Christy, and I arrive at the church parking lot to find fold-out tables and pop-up tents already set up. Looks like the bake sale is already in full swing. Wow, this place is packed. Is this packed? There are a few people milling around. Must be a value pack.
Oh.
If you can count the city's population on your fingers and toes, this counts as packed. Point. Christy rockets out of the car and into the lot. Is she running on jet fuel? I want to sell brownies. Okay, let's get set up. I want to see Mom. She's down by the other row of tables helping out with the other group. Want to go over and tell her I said hi? Mom! Christy zips off immediately. Joseph seems unconcerned. Does she always run that fast? Yeah, and I can only watch her half the time. These knees aren't what they used to be. I remember when Amanda was her age, I couldn't get her to sit still for 5 seconds. Yep, great age to deal with. While Christy is gone, Joseph and I arrange all of our baked goods on the table and settle in. So, Are we allowed to eat any of our own goods?
Oh.
Look, if I don't see nothing, I don't say nothing. The man upstairs has strong feelings about snitches. Does he actually?
Yeah.
Joseph shrugs. He eats a brownie. Looks like some of the other stalls are selling drinks. Little handmade crafts and other sweets. Whoa, someone brought a soft serve ice cream machine. I gestured to it. How are we supposed to compete with that? Please, this isn't my first time to the rodeo, the bake sale rodeo.
Oh.
There's actually no rodeo here, it's just a bake sale. I think you and I put together can make one pretty convincing argument for these brownies, don't you? Oh yeah. We high five. If you bake it, they will come.
Yeah.
It's not long before we have our first customers.
Hey.
Hey, dude. Hiya. Matt, Carmencita. Great to see you guys out here.
Hey.
Happy to support a good cause. Plus, you know, as the owner and proprietor of the Coffee Spoon, an establishment that specializes in baked goods, I have to scope out the competition. Joseph leans close to me. This guy knows his stuff. Stay on your toes. So, what recipe did you use for these brownies? Don't say you use the box recipe. Don't say you use the box recipe. We used the box recipe. We improvised. It's just how Nona used to make. Technically, we improvised. I just let the baking spirit move through me, you know? A little bit of flour here, a pinch of salt there. It's sort of like interpretive dance, but with cooking. Interpretive cooking, yes. We can never make the same thing twice. Every batch is special. There will never be another batch of brownies with the exact flavor sensation that these right here have.
Oh.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, Matt.
Hey.
Alright, we'll take 2. Actually, we'll take 3. I ring them up and high-five Joseph so as our happy customers walk away. See, not so hard. Yeah, I'm hot off good feelings from the last sale. Who's next? We sell brownies to a bunch of people I don't recognize, but who certainly know Joseph. Eventually, another familiar face pops up. Dante! It's Brian.
Ah.
Close enough. Can we interest you in any of our fine sweets and treats?
Hey.
You sure can. I bet I could eat 10 brownies. Must resist urge to be competitive. Let the man buy his brownies. So we'll put you down for 10?
Hey.
Better make that it just 2. 1 for me and 1 for Daisy. Coming right up. We're excited for a youth group movie night, Daisy. Are you excited for youth group movie night, Daisy? Yeah, what's the movie? It's a surprise. Joseph leans over to me. It's the Fast and the Furious. How is that a youth group appropriate movie? I mean, it's a good movie, but really?
Yeah.
If you think about it, there's some heavy religious undertones. Joseph hands a baggie to Daisy.
Oh.
I made sure to give you guys the edges.
Hey.
Clearly, the superior part of brownie topography. Thanks, Joseph. Our 2 customers walk off with their purchases. Joseph and I survey our stock. These are selling pretty hot. At this rate, we'll have enough money to pay for the new paint job on the church pews in no time. Wait, what happened to the pews? Ernest spray painted his rapper alias onto them. Young Steinbeck. That's Hugo's kid. I would have gone for Young Man and the Sea, but I can respect that. Speaking of minstrel terms, Ernest is hard to reach. In father terms, Ernest is kind of a turd. Just called him a poop. Being a cool youth minister seems like a lot of work.
Hey.
It is, but it's worth it. Although, sometimes I wish... Never mind. What? It's kind of silly, but...
Oh.
Do you ever wish you could just drop everything and go lounge around on a beach somewhere in the tropics, drinking fruity blended beverages, fall asleep on a hammock? You know, basically live out a Jimmy Buffett song? Joseph, I think about it every single day of my life. My dream is to live in Margaritaville. One day, my friend, one day we'll be on island time. We make a couple more sales and some more church patrons. Everything seems to be going smoothly. Off in the distance, I spot my old buddy Craig.
Oh. Hey.
Craig! He's gonna be a hard sell. Craig's a fitness man. I think he comes to these bake sales to test himself to see if he has the resolve to refuse processed sugar.
Oh.
Are you sure you're ready for this? We go way back. I got this. Oh, he brought his kids. Craig jogs up to the table with Briar and Hazel in tow. They each finishing an ice cream cone, so it's unlikely they're gonna sell them to brownies too. Probably won't be able to sell to the baby. She's impossible to read. It comes down to Craig. Hey, bros. Hi, Uncle Joseph. Hi, Amanda's dad.
Oh.
Would you be interested in one of our delicious homemade brownies?
Oh.
I don't know. Can't spell diet without die. Hear me out for a second. When you really think about it, our existence is meaningless, right? Dante. We hurtle through lives in our flesh prisons that we never asked to be born into, submitting ourselves to the daily terrible calamity of simply having to get out of bed in the morning. Life is tedious, painful, and altogether tiring. Rare moments of goodness are fleeting, so we look up to the sky and we ask ourselves, is there any happiness on this godforsaken rock? Yes, there is. They're called brownies, and you should buy some.
I don't know.
We're gonna go now. As Craig walks away, Joseph turns to me. You gave him the nihilist pitch at a bake sale being held by a religious organization? I thought I could wild card him in picking some up.
Yeah.
Maybe next time he's off the whole flesh prisons angle. The day winds down and we're pretty much out of items to sell. Everyone starts packing up. Christy eventually comes back and immediately falls asleep in Joseph's folding chair. Box to mix, huh?
Ugh.
Mary saunters up to us. She looks like she'd rather be somewhere else than here. Oh, hi, honey. Yep, they're still selling like hot cakes. Or they're selling like hotcakes, which is actually they're just brownies. Cute.
Oh.
And boring and safe. Hey, Mary. Mary's eyes dart over to me. What's the rookie doing here?
Yeah.
I was just hoping to introduce Dante to the rest of the community. Uh-huh. You got a load of this freak show. What? Weird folk is all holier than thou types. Don't you think, Dante?
Ooh,
Mary?
Come on.
Let the kid answer the question. They seem nice. They all seem like they're really excited to help out the church. That's pretty cool, I guess.
yeah.
Mary, can we talk about this later?
Come on.
Oh, am I embarrassing you in front of your new friend? Joseph doesn't respond, trying his hardest to keep his cool. Can we please talk about this later? Sure thing, honey bear. Mary turns her attention to me. Hand over the cash. Jesus, I'm not trying to rob you. I'm in charge of the funds here. I hand over the cash we've made. It feels like a hefty wad, if I may say so myself. Thanks. Now give me your wallet. Give me your wallet. You think this church is gonna fix itself? Mary? I'm kidding. Sorry, I work for the whole pretending to be happy thing. Mary leans in and whispers to me. He's really good at it. Mary walks off without saying goodbye. Yeesh. Whatever. My hair's all stuck on my headset. Okay. I'm really sorry about that. She really likes pushing your buttons, huh?
Oh.
Joseph shrugs.
Oh.
No marriage is perfect. You ready to head out? Joseph and I load the folding tables back into his car. Christy nods off the moment Joseph straps her into the car seat.
Yeah.
I drop Joseph off in front of his house. A small yawn sneaks out of me. Looks like I tuckered you out, huh? I'm a sleepy dad. I think I might finally be crashing from all the sugar. Ha! I won't keep you up then. Thanks for helping out today. Happy to do it. Also happy to eat brownies.
Oh.
Well, next time I promise we'll do something a bit more exciting and a bit less free labor. And I'm very sorry about the whole thing with Mary. You shouldn't have had to see that. It's fine, really. I know, but first hang out domestic problems aren't a good look. You barely know me.
Hey.
Let me make it up to you next time. It won't be Margaritaville, but we'll do something fun, I promise. I smile. I'd like that. Oh, and one last thing. Joseph tosses a cling-wrap brownie through the window. It hits me in the face, but I'm able to catch it. It's the last one. You earned it. Joseph, please don't leave me alone with this brownie. Nope, too late. I'm already walking away. But...
Good one.
Bye. Joseph walks up to his home and he waves at me before carrying Christy inside. Well, looks like it's just you and me, Brownie. I pocket the brownie. It might come in handy down the road. I step inside and find Amanda doing homework on the couch. Hey, Father Unit. Hi, child that I'm required by law to care for. How's homework? It's really fun and educational. Really?
Yeah.
How long have you known me for? Right. How was the bake sale? Good. I think I could have made a good life for myself as a brownie salesman. Glad to hear it. So what? Were there any extra brownies, or did you maybe sneak one, or... I think for a moment, and I realize I still have the brownie that Joseph gave me. This would probably do better in someone else's stomach than mine. Heads up! Wait! I hurl the brownie towards Amanda. It hits the wall behind her and falls on the ground. Nice throw. She scoops it up and smiles at me. Thanks, Pops. Hey, if you're not going to bed anytime soon, would you be game for real shark hunters of Orange County? I thought the last hunter got eaten by a shark. He did. I sit down next to her and cozy up with a blanket. Awesome. The police are driving behind you. Don't give them... Okay, date complete. Joseph, I did get a black mark, so we'll see. Yeah, that's... Oh, it's still got an A. Okay. I'll log that here on my little pad. Okay. And that is actually going to be it for the night.
You've got dads.
Because my husband wants to watch a movie or something. So we're gonna go ahead and save. And I will... Yes, I will be on tomorrow, and we will finish our second date with Matt and Brian. And depending on how late it is, I might also do... yeah, Matt and Brian. And we'll see if we can do the rest, but probably not. So we will definitely do Matt and Brian and see how that goes. Even though with a C score, I already know that Matt's off the table, but we're gonna have fun with it anyway. I'm sure everybody wants to see as much as they can of this game. So, again, you can check me out on facebook.com/DethKakeTV, or I'm also on twitter.com/DethKakeTV. My links are on my, what did I call it? Is that the Be Right Back page? Yeah, they're all there. So that's where you can find me. Have a good night, Sprinkles. Bye!